Yo, what's up, beautiful people? How y'all doing? Welcome to another amazing, beautiful day of the MPL. We're getting ready to go. We're seeing so many different teams already beginning to get into the lobby. Yesterday, there was so much action going down, especially the highlight where our lovely team, Citizens, shout out to the boys from Citizens, getting more than 20 kills yesterday. Absolutely phenomenal gameplay. Remember, 11 got 11 kills. Yeah, guys, that's not the point. That actually did happen right there yesterday. We also had point to note the boys from 03 remaining consistent. They got second place in that match. The Citizens had 20 something kills, and in the next game they actually did carry that winner chicken dinner. So if you didn't watch that, go back and check that out. Yesterday's game, it was an amazing gameplay. Now we're going to be focusing on this one, guys. If you've not hit that subscribe, do remember to hit that subscribe and smash that like, and let's get ready for the violence that's about to happen right here today. All right, welcome to the Super Weekend, guys. Share out the stream to as much people as possible. I can share out the stream for now. I'm going to be focusing on this game until the halftime before I'm going to be sharing out the stream. So get everybody on board watching with Oscar. It's going to be a huge spectacle right here. Let's take a look at several different teams, where they are landing at and where they're going to be. I'm going to be doing the split screen stuff. Okay, we got 4 games today, by the way. Okay, we're going to have Miramar at some point and Sandhawk. And of course, a repeat in Erangel. All right, so let's take a look at this. As several different teams are already beginning to rotate to their various spots. You can see the boys of S7 just hopping on the vehicle and just rotating away from fights right about now. So all these guys are just heading into the zone right there. You do see FST. I'm just zooming to that map, not too far away from the boys from AFL. And we'll just take a look at the map on this other side. We'll just scroll through the boys from Vibe Gaming and EXO are pretty much just neighbors around school right there. So the boys from EXO are at the apartment, and the boys from Vibe Gaming are in school right now. The boys from CLS are currently situated around Lipovka, and we do see around Shelter that the boys, Shelter and Mansion, the boys from Old Gods are sitting down quite comfortably right there. The boys from Upper 6 are situated right there in Yasnaya and can loot freely without being contested. The boys from Unknown Soldiers are right there up in East Georgiapol right there, and in West Georgiapol you do have the boys from Syndicate. All the way right there up in North Georgiapol you have the boys from O3 Nexus and his boys, and right there in Zaki uncontested you do have the boys Sidizens sitting quite comfortably. The boys from S3 moved all the way, as you saw in the beginning, in the vehicle all the way towards Ferry Pier, and DT is sitting down at Novo, or in between Novo and Milta. Alright, with that map shifting all the way towards that region in Seveni, all the way up north right there, a lot of teams will have to hop into the vehicles and begin to rotate, and we may be seeing a lot of action going down right there. Up in Ruins, you do have the boys from TP. Because of their color, I didn't notice them at first, but yes, Steroids and his boys are actually doing quite well for themselves right there. So we might be seeing some action going down at any particular moment. Don't blink, because it could change any moment right about now. We do see Bat and Bougie hopping into a vehicle and trying to make those rotations. I do believe maybe he is deciding to scout or to hold a different angle onto the boys from EXO. We'll keep an eye on him and see what decision he does decide to make, and see if they do make the push onto that team. But he's continuing with his vehicle to move around the boys from EXO. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is. It does look like Jesus is also trying to do the same. But let's see how it does go. We're already beginning to see the shots being let loose right there, as Jesus does hop down from a vehicle and is trying to take a look onto the boys from EXO. They're looking for that one knock, that one chance before the rest of the players, Iceman and Ayo, join them in on this fight. Phil's is currently up with them right here, as I do believe he's being replaced by Bat and Bougie. And let's see how it does go down right about now. Who do you guys think is going to win this one? Who is going to be grabbing home that winner chicken dinner? Woo! Crazy, beautiful stuff that's about to ensue right here, with all the teams about to go crazy. It's a Super Sunday. I see Crowns, I see Sunday 2 right there in the stream, and it's about to go wild. It's about to go crazy. Let us now take a look and see where the different teams are currently situated. Who do you guys think is going to win this one? Are the boys from EXO in a lot of danger against the boys from Vibe Gaming, who are currently circulating them? or are they going to be able to defend their spot right there on the map? So guys, do please help share out the stream to as many groups as you can. Share it on Scripted, share it on Game Nation, share it on 10 and 80 community, everywhere that you can right about now. Okay, so just keep sharing. I can do the sharing right now. I'll be doing that and have games so that no one misses the game. All right, and also remember to hit that like and hit that smash that subscribe right there. Let's get the likes up and let's get into while I get to focusing on the game. Woo! Who's excited about today? Who's excited? Who's excited about today? I know I am. I know I am. Get ready for some crazy stuff. Alright, the boys from Old Guards are already hopping into their vehicle. Does look like they're ready to begin to make a move. I'm just going to keep an eye on them. I'm keeping an eye on the boys from EXO. But as well, I'm keeping an eye on the boys from CLS, who's not too far away from the boys from Old Guards. So they got to be careful right there on how to make the move. There's some Vibe Gaming on the other end. Gamer's just waiting. Not sure exactly what they're waiting for. I do believe they're just waiting right about now. They haven't gotten into any altercation right there with the boys from EXO yet. I'm just gonna hold off for that one. A lot of teams have got to move into the zone. FST getting shut up right there as they are making their rotations into that zone. It's crazy times for a lot of teams. There goes the boys from CLS. Pretty much just holding their own. Who is going to grab this winner chicken dinner right here? Are we going to be seeing the boys from Sidizens coming in the game with another amazing gameplay like they did have yesterday? Boys from O3 remaining consistent as well. I'm gonna turn my sights into upper six. We might see something going down between them and O3 as they are rotating around the same axis. Crazy stuff. Crown says say please twice. Please is not hard now. It's free. Please. I said it even more than twice. I know they obey instruction. I know they hear word. Alright, so the boys from O3, Nexus and Co, and Upper 6 are getting dangerously close to each other. It does look like they do decide to sort of like retreat away. Not really retreat, just move away. And I do see FST close to Old Guards as well. Or some Old Guards. Then get on some shots to them. It's like Chief just deciding to rotate back. Move his vehicle from their region. But right about now, we're about to see something going down between the boys. Not just between CLS, FST, Old Guards as well. Oh, you can see right there, Roach taking Ninja down. And Roach coming into the mix right now. Now it is the boys from Old Guards as well as the boys from CLS getting into the fights right there as Ninja currently gets taken down. It does look like Roach is going in for that finish. Ninja's HP is pretty much at 1 HP right now. There he does get that confirmation onto one of the players from Old Guards right there. And the Old Guards losing one player quite early on. Clown says, I beg, there is footstep glitch. Make sure you go in and tell the admins that there's a footstep glitch in game, and get your recordings and make sure you send in all your evidences to the admins, and I'm definitely sure that you will be able to handle that. Keisha says the streamer's energy is a lot better than yesterday. Yes, my energy is a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday I was sleepy and all that kind of stuff, but today I'm coming in with something a bit, a bit more, okay, a bit more. Sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes our energy is high, sometimes our energy is low. It all depends on, the day. All right, so we're going to be focusing on the map right here. You can see on that left side, several different teams are moved already, beginning to rotate towards that center. You got the boys from opposites, FST. You got Citizens Gaming, who are heading towards that region in Severny, and it is about to go absolutely crazy. The boys from Old Guards just deciding to rotate away from the boys from CLS. As you can see right there, the boys from Vibe Gaming are not too far away from EXO, and it is crazy times for a lot of these teams right here. So we'll just be taking a look at where we might see some fights right there. FST getting really dangerously close to the boys from Citizen Gaming, and you can see right there, Your Might getting really close, deciding to just rotate away, just get away from that region where the boys from Citizens are currently situated at, and everyone's trying to make their spots. As you see on the left side, the boys from Vibe Gaming are also trying to find a place to call home, and everyone's just focusing on rotating and having their own spot for now. No one is actually trying to push, get into that fight. Everyone is just trying as much as possible to see what they can do to hold their own spot within that zone. We might be seeing something going down between the boys from EXO and Vibe Gaming, as they have got to rotate towards the zone, and if they do end up going straight up into that spot where you do see Vibe Gaming currently situated upon that bridge, it may mean trouble for them. So I'm going to make sure that I am trying as much as possible to cover every single one of these situations. The boys from No Gaming and DT are currently situated outside that zone. If you do take a look at it right here, and they have got to make those rotations. The boys from S7 are also deep within the zone as well, and that's exactly what it is. Someone on the stream says, but it is the first match, so okay, maybe, but let's see how it goes. Usually, yes, I do admit that the energy sort of like, dies down, as matches go, because there's a lot of matches. That's why you do have a few matches in, most tournaments, maybe 3, 4, I don't know, it depends. Maybe you have 2 streamers, but sometimes when it's one streamer, it's very hard to keep up the vibe, very hard to keep up these things. But you know how it goes. We're just gonna try and see how long we can keep up the tempo. But I'm trying. I'm taking my feedback from y'all, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right, the boys from Syndicate and TP are going at each other, and I'm going to try as much as possible to get into that fight right about now. The boys from TP's color actually does affect the stream right there. You do see Cyclone. I'm going to switch into screen right about now. You see Syndicate. They have 2 players who are currently down, and it's now left with AJ and Hitman to try as much as possible to stay in on this one, as Hitman does take Psycho down. Right now, it's a 2v2. Hitman's HP is really low. Can he heal up just in time before he gets pushed? And as you can see there, Insane pushing him. Insane does get the knock. And right now, it's all down to AJ to try to hold it out for his team and see if he can keep them alive in this particular one. The boys from TP have got to get that here. You can see Insane focusing right there. But ooh, Insane putting in the work and keeping his team in that game right about now. The boys from TP winning that fight, losing just one player, Lizard Steroids, quite early on right here. Well, it's not early on. We're already in zone 2. We'll be moving into zone 3 at any particular point in time. But taking a look at this map right now, a lot of it is situated within that water right there, as you can see. And all these teams have got to rotate and cope with this small portion of land that you have there. So although it's just zone 2, it actually does feel a lot worse. Ooh, you can see Exo Ghost coming into this position and getting taken out right there by Bad and Bushi, as it does get sent down, and it's a really tough time for a lot of these teams. We're just going to stick with this one. I'm going to move on to a player from EXO right here and switch on to Bad and Bushi, who's currently been taken down. Bad in this position. Ayo, and he puts in the work again and gets another knock right there. 9 coming in. Iceman slowing down. And the boys from EXO putting in the work. Taking out the boys from Vibe Gaming, sending them back into the lobby. And GG's to Kunai and his boys getting that one. You can see the zones already shifted towards that zone 3. And this is where things now begin to get really interesting, as several different teams will be looking to pick a spot within that zone. You already see the boys from Sidizens sitting quite comfortably in that zone already, and there's not a lot of buildings to work with, and this is what makes this zone very, very difficult. Although it's just zone 3, it will be feeling like they're already in zone 4 because of that large portion of land that is already situated within that zone. You do see the boys from DT, CLS, and all these clans already making their rotations into that zone. I'm just gonna switch to the boys from Unknown Soldiers. It's a really tough time for a lot of these guys. Gonna stay right here with the boys from FST, but they've got some cover for themselves. Gonna turn on to No Gaming on this other side because it's gonna be really difficult to follow every single fight. Okay. Really difficult right now. The boys from DT quickly getting taken them out right there before I could even say Jack Robinson. They do lose one player quite fast right there. Archer still trying to find a spot for them to work with. Lucy Stark and Chris will now have to work around those shorts to get into that zone, as it is pretty much really choked right about now. You do see the boys from DT not rotating not too far away from Citizens, and it's a very tough one for them. See Archer getting pretty tagged up right there. Several different teams now beginning to rotate towards that zone. See Chris and Lucy Stark right there on the map, trying to head into that zone not too far away from the boys from No Gaming. The boys from S7 are deciding to make the same path. They're flowing down that same path where the boys from DT are currently situated. And what we might see with that is we might actually see a fight, an altercation coming in between the two teams right there. You see Bounty already beginning to pull up onto this location where you got Lucy Stark. They have now got to retreat. They're turning away, heading out of that region, and now see the boys from Old Guard getting into a fight with EXO, and it does look like one of the players from Old Guard has currently been knocked again. Remember, they had lost one player quite early on, which was Ninja, and right now they're down to just 2 players. They're trying to find a spot for themselves. But on the other end, we're seeing the boys from DT send out shots onto several different teams around them. You see Lucy Stark, who has some eyes onto the boys from S7, but the boys from DT have got to be careful. They don't have the numbers right now, but let's see how it actually does play out for them. Isha Shana says it's just the first match. Yeah, my energy is always like really good. It's just that sometimes, you know, when there's work and you're tired, you know, it's just what it is. Sometimes it's just what it is. So yeah. All right, the boys from Old Guards putting up into this position where you do see the boys from DT, but we do see the boys from CLS actually. All right, Old Guards putting up right next to CLS, and I'm just going to tune into Derry on the other screen. It is Derry. You see Manga right there. Derry reducing it. And getting a knock right there onto Manga. All of a sudden, Old Guards are right down to just 1 player. They're down to just Bunda. You can see Bunda is not too far away from Manny. Let's take a look at what Manny currently sees. It's pulling up onto that location. Bunda is just pretty much just waiting right about now. He sees Manny coming in, but there's also Isaac. He's got to take care of the 2 players at the same time. He's got to stay at an angle where he takes care of one at a time. He's trying to bend away. He takes down Isaac, but Manny is too much. Too much for him to handle. Yeah. Here is it. Things are already beginning to occur. See, boys from DT trying to head into that zone. Gaming trying to pull in as well. Unknown Soldiers taking out a couple of players from No Gaming. Does seem like today everybody's coming in with that fire, with that extra beat of light. I'm sure they went back, watched the game, and saw how incredible it was. Well, outside that zone, we do see the boys from EXO who have been absolutely on fire today. Going in right there, right down to the last guy. Getting tagged up by the boys from Upper 6. LS, we still got a full squad right here. They're on the move. Citizens trying to head into that zone. Boys from CLS have got FST right on their tail. Yo Mike stepping down right there, trying to approach the boys from Roach and Manny. Roach getting a knock onto another player from FST. But Yo Mike getting a knock onto Derry. Right now the boys from CLS are down to just 2 players. Yo Mike finally doing this one for his team. Got Roach in front of him. So much craziness going on. That need getting into Yomai, but only taking enough HP. But he's still within the game. See how currently goes. The last player from EXO getting taken out of the game right there. You see the boys from CLS still taking on shots onto the boys from Unknown Soldiers. Badman sort of like trying to rotate away from that right hand side. Mike getting taken out right there by Manny with the money. Ooh, that lead onto that position where Badman is at, just wanting him to retreat away, to move back to your territory. Let's fucking go. Badman gets sent down. Obviously, we'll be trying to get that revive. Several different teams looking to try to get into that zone. It's crazy times for a lot of these teams. Watching Sidizens holding quite a comfortable position within that zone already. Let's see how it goes. You got 9 teams right here. The boys from Upper 6 with a third party coming in from AFL, and they get taken out. It's so hard to follow through on every single fight. It is basketballs at every single corner. This is what it is. This is what it is. AFL right here. Drake pulling up onto that position where you do have the boys from No Gaming running that revive, but why did he not push? Why did he not push at that moment? What was that? Is this play? This is play. Oh, it's very good. Crazy times. We're down to 7 teams. And it is basketballs at every single corner. The boys from Citizens sort of like still have position within that zone. You do see Bego outside that zone, trying to send on shots right there. Everyone going absolutely bonkers right about now. Evil does get taken down. It's an absolute crazy time. You can see Godier right there with the AKM taking out a couple of players right there from O3. And my goodness, it is basketballs. The boys of O3 trying as much as possible to survive in this one. So this boys down to the Schnitz, getting that revive. Got to get those revives quite quickly. FL Profits, they're putting in the work. Citizens coming into this one. They still got a 4-man squad. They've got 5 kills to the name. Are they going to continue with the onslaught that they did last week? Gonna keep an eye on 2-7. Now we're down to 4 teams. Rochester in this one. Nexus is still putting in the work right there. Turning on them shots, Smiths and the rest are heading into that zone. Track gets taken down, blown up. Nexus and his boys talking. Get a spot within that zone. Bego is currently down. They're trying to get that revived. They're parking in their vehicles, trying to create a blockade already. And Nexus gets a knock onto the player right there from AFL. Manny gets taken down as well. Oh, and 7 might have some sights onto the boys from CLS. CLS is in a whole lot of trouble. But 7 has got to be careful. The boys from O3 are sending on shots onto their way. And now it's a 2-way fight coming in between the boys from Sidizens. This is a replica of yesterday's game. All right, an absolute replica. You have the boys from O3 who are 2. This is literally like deja vu, guys. Because we were in the same situation yesterday where you had the boys from Citizens with a 4-man squad. And you had the boys from O3 taking down with a 2-man squad. And the boys from Citizens won that particular game. But now 7 will be taken down, and it is very similar to the game that we had yesterday as well. They had taken down one of the players from Citizens, but right now you do see Schnitz. He's still fighting it on. He's still going. It's a 2v1, and can they do this? Will this be enough? Will Schnitz be able to get a knock? But no, it was not enough right there as the boys from Citizens finish that game, seal that one through, and get the bag right there. Coming in, not with 24 kills this time around, but they came into this one with 9 kills. The boys from O3 still remaining consistent, getting 7 kills in that second spot. Schnitz putting in the work right there for the team. Shaq and Nexus coming in as a 3-man squad, but still manages to get himself a second place. We'll just scroll through right there, but an absolutely amazing gameplay coming in from all these teams. It was violence from the beginning. We still got about 3 games to go, guys. Do remember to share out the stream. Share it out to as much people as possible. We'll be right back for some more action in a couple of minutes. For now, let's take some adverts from our sponsors, Carbon, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Hey guys, so we're back for some more action right here in the NPL Super Weekend, and let's get ready to go. Who do you guys think is going to be winning this one right there? With D6 some spectacle coming in from the Warriors from Citizens and O3 again, and these two guys are giving us an absolute run for our money right here in the NPL Super Weekend, as the boys from O3 still are staying really close and tight with Citizens on the tail, remaining quite consistent with them right there. Both the boys from Citizens are not slacking, as they still are running with it and grabbing home that winner chicken dinner. All right, guys, let's take a look at this map right here. We do know how Miramar usually starts. It starts off a bit slow. We may see one or two fights here and there, but there's always that moment in Miramar where things just go off a little bit quiet. So do take note of that right here. Right here, we may have some quiet moments, but let's see if we can catch one or two early fights between some teams right there. There's some teams who I can attribute and say have coconut head and will always want to land together within the same region. They're not the award. They want to land together. They must force it. They must force it. All right, and we may be having those two teams right here, as we do see the boys from Old Guard and the boys from AFL landing not too far away from each other, and they might just be the coconut head. Yes, let's see. They know the awards. Know the awards. All right, we'll be seeing how it pans out for both teams. See the boys from O3 and Syndicates landing within the same region as well. That zone already heading towards a more central position, but it is more tilted towards the north right there. A lot of teams situated within that center as well already. So but we're going to keep on taking a look at the boys from AFL and Old Guards. It does look like AFL is pretty much just retreating right about now. See how that one actually does play out. Alright, let's take a look at where everyone is currently situated at. Taking a look at that zone right there, you do see just around Hacienda, you do have the and water treatment, you do have EXO, you do have Unknown Soldiers, you do have the boys from Vibe Gaming, and right there in Picado, you have the boys from Upper 6, Los Angeles, you do have the boys from Syndicates and O3 as well, and right there in Chumasira, or just, should I say, west of Chimasera, you do have the boys TP. DT is also not too far away from them. At the bottom right there, you do have as well Old Guards and AFL not too far away from each other, as you guys can see. Citizen Gaming right there in Porto and in El Azaha. You do have the boys from CLS currently sitting down quite comfortably, and you do have the boys from No Gaming to Indan and La Cabrera. Not sure if I pronounced that well. And of course, all the way up north right there, you do have the boys from S7. Alright, be curious to see how this one actually does play out. Who is going to be getting into a sticky situation quite early on? Who is going to be getting the winner chicken dinner? Do you think the boys from Citizens and O3 are going to be putting in the same performance that they did in the last game? Or we're going to see other teams be able to step it up right here? We did see a lot of violence and action coming down from several different teams. But at the end of the day, the teams that just seem to have the extra bite were the guys from O3 and Citizens getting all the way into that final circle. Be curious to see how this one actually does play out. Let's see how it goes. But in the meantime, guys, do remember to hit that like. Let's get the likes up. Get those likes up. Get those likes up. Share out the stream to as much people as possible. Let's get things going. Right now, as I can see, I do believe it's just 12 likes. I'm taking a look at that. Is unacceptable, guys. But let's get it going. Let's get it up at some point in time. We had about 40 people watching. But let's get those likes up and let's get things rolling. All right. Do remember to share out the stream to as much people as possible. Let's get people watching. Let's get people on ground with us right here. And let us begin to do our thing. All right. Let's get it going. Let's get it cracking. And out. Yeah. Share it out. Share it out. Share it out. Share it out. All right. Let's see. Ooh. I'm sharing the stream myself right now. Try as much as possible to keep an eye on several different fights, where people are landing, where people are headed. Alright, taking a look at that zone right now. We're currently still in the zone 1, but it's going to be shifting upward to zone 2 in any moment in time with that zone situated towards that center. We'll be curious to see how this one actually goes down. So let me know, guys, who you guys rooting for. Who do you think is going to win this match? Who's going to grab home that winner chicken dinner? Because today is going to be absolutely crazy, alright? We do see all these guys, Sidizens Gaming, O3, CLS, all these guys do have the firepower to show that they actually can take on anybody. But we're already seeing an authentication going right there between the boys from EXO and the boys from FST. As well, some FST do lose one player right there. But are we going to see them making their push onto the boys from FXO? Curious to see how that one actually does go down. You see Kunai and his boys right there up on those mountains. Different teams are beginning to edge really close to each other. You also see the boys from Blind Gaming not too far away from the boys from FST. All the way right here in Hacienda. Things are getting really dangerous soon. May just be seeing that spark. Going down right there. The boys from EXO and the boys from FST might be getting into an authentication right here. As you do see the boys from EXO getting really close to the boys from FST. It's into an altercation right here. All right, that zone making that shift right now. All right, you can already see several different teams right here already beginning to get into that zone. You do see the boys from EXO who are not too far away from No Gaming, just chilling right there. They've gotten themselves at least one kill right here in this game, and everyone is trying to either pick their spot and hold a spot within that zone. The boys from Syndicates will be no different. Does look like the boys from Old Guards are already getting into a fight with the boys from Citizens. They're both outside that zone fighting in that blue. Boys from Citizens themselves got here, the rest heading towards that zone. Everyone's trying to head into that zone. You see the boys from Old Guards as well. Put it in the work right there. But right here, we do have a fight coming down between the boys from Upper 6. Upper 6 and Vibe Gaming coming in right here. Two players from Vibe Gaming are currently down. All right, you see Deji trying to get those rotations on. Chelsea trying to see if he can get a knock. And he's got to be careful because Deji's on his tail. Both parties right here looking for that next knock. Supremo gets gunned down right there by Deji. And this is about that time where they will be thinking about making their push. Also trying as much as possible to make sure that he does take down Deji. Primo, Felzy. Deji goes down. On the other end, we do have a fight coming down between the boys from No Gaming. EXO winning that particular one, taking out the boys from No Gaming, sending them back into the lobby, and things are already beginning to go absolutely crazy right now. Right, what if we do come back right here? The boys from Upper 6 coming in up against Vibe Gaming. Vibe Gaming just got about 2 players left. They got the boys from Felzy and Iceman.
boys from back, and we can see Felty still holding on right there. Absolutely brave, not pulling out. Alright, the boys from Bad Gaming pretty much just backing away from that one. On the other end, we got the boys from Unknown Soldiers really close to 0-3. And the fight's about to ensue between the two clans right here as they're about to get at it against each other. One player from 0-3 is already down. We got the boy Shark, who's already been taken down right there. So right now in this fight, it is a 4v3. And the boys from Unknown Soldiers are already having the upper hand up against the boys from 0-3. Nexus and his boys have to somehow get that revive onto Shark, or they might be forced to see this game through with just 3 players. They did it in the last game anyways. They were able to seal that game through. But now you do see Deichi getting that knock right there. It does look like the boys from Upper 6 coming in. It's a third party right there and stealing that kill. Alright. Let's take a look at where all the teams are currently situated at. It does look like the boys from AFL might be in some trouble. Coming up against Old Guards. We're gonna try and keep on with this particular fight with Josh. We'll take a look at Josh's point. But the boys from Old Guards are sort of like trying to make a push to that location. You can see Chief. But Chief. Currently outside the zone. You're taking on a full team on your own. And definitely he's absolutely made to pay for that. But right about now, we have the boys from Unknown Soldiers making their push onto the boys from 0-3. But Nexus goes down. It's down to Coco and Schnitz. Boys from 0-3 not having quite a good time right there. And Schnitz and a couple of players pushing in from some of the angle, able to get a knock. But even Schnitz, OP, can't get every single angle as the boys from Unknown Soldiers win that particular fight. But with that zone shift, everyone's heading towards that zone. Everyone's heading towards that zone. You see on this corner, there's some citizens driving right next to Derry. One of the drivers from Citizens has currently been taken down. Ego trying to stay alive in this one. 0-3 was taken out of the game. Now it's going to be Citizens. It's not having quite a great time in this particular game. Boys from 0-3 have already been taken out. Will Citizens be following suit right here as they're down to just one player?
Turn, now the car, your turn. Where exactly we are that? You go fit drive again.
Unknown soldiers getting into some trouble right there. They're pretty much sandwiched between two teams. We'll be taking
No,
some
just to
shots
go,
at them.
run.
They're also getting taken down right there by the place, and right now we're down to 12 teams actually.
13. How many kills? Oh, but Solo tell me late. Solo, you tell me late.
Some unknown soldiers throwing this out into the Boston FST right there in those buildings. It's a bad man sending in them nades. FSTK and Kenzie, they're trying to hold things down. Badman is not relenting. They're just a two-man squad left, but they're still making their push. They've lost 2 players, but they're definitely not going to allow that to deter them. Where's this coming from? What's this sound? What is this? Badman and the rest. They're sending on shots onto. Sorry guys, I had like a slight problem for a bit. On the other hand, all right, so we're gonna take a look at these 2 fights right there. We do have the boys from Upper 6 coming up against the boys from Syndicate. Upper 6 is down to just 2 players left. On the other hand, we do have the boys from FST trying to hold things down right there in this warehouse, up against the boys from Monoto, just trying to push up right there. So we got them like a 2-way fight right here. Temi is currently really low. As you can see, the boys from FST are down to 2 players right there. No pain trying to hop into the vehicle and rotate away. We got Young Might, who has now been taken down. It is now down to No Pain, who is left within this game right here. The boys from Syndicate are pretty much just pushing onto that location where Upper 6 is currently at. And as you can see, Temi is having none of that. He's sending in some shots onto the boys from Syndicate, who are moving into that zone right there. And the boys from Upper 6 need to do the same thing to themselves. FST are down to their last player. They're down to just 1 person, as you can see on the other screen right there. And right now we're down to 8 teams in this particular lobby. It's been hard at every single corner. I'm just going to move away from the boys from FST, turn our sights onto the boys from DT, who are pretty much just gatekeeping the boys from EXO from trying to get into that zone. We're down to 7 teams left. The boys from Upper 6 have so many different teams around them. We got the boys from Syndicate in the front, as well as the boys from TP up on that mountain. They got DT as well, also on that eastern region, and they've got some teams on their right as well. So it's very difficult for them to try to move into that zone. We'll be keeping an eye on that and see how it does play out for them. The boys from DT have a fair amount of really, they're really close to that zone. Okay, they've got like a fair amount. They haven't got any cover or any barricades that they can form in front. But we'll see how that one does build up for them. Several different teams, and we'll now be looking to get into that zone. But that zone is pretty open. Temi gets taken down.
Boom. Just smoke house.
For a moment right there, I thought he was gonna get ghost.
No, see, you guys, just smoke up. Calm down.
She starts trying to pull up right there. And at the end of the day, it is Archer who's able to
That's
get
one.
that knock.
Yeah,
Putting up right there, putting in the work against steroids. Sexy.
Nice. Oh, there. Kill him up. 3 left. Oh, 3 left. 3 left. That's left. Blow up podcast. So use that for cover. Smoke. Oh, that's real smoke.
Oh, then now
Smoke
took
the
us
way
back.
you kill those people. People are there. Oh, it's two. Yeah, push that one.
All right.
See that one
That
there?
now.
Shoot.
A 2v2 coming in between the boys from Syndicate and the boys from DT. The boys from DT
That's
have got
next.
that height advantage.
You guys go behind the rock, yeah. Okay. Yes, behind the rock.
And that definitely will be the end right there as the boys from DT do take that one home quite clearly right there with 10 kills right there. All right, guys, we'll be back with some more action. We still got about 2 games to go. I do believe we got a Sanho game and an Arango game to go right here. So we'll be right back for some more action. I'll see you soon in a couple of minutes. All right, guys, we're back for some more action right here in game 3. All right, we've seen crazy stuff happening every single game. The boys from DT putting up a spectacle right there, and this just goes to show how crazy this game can be for a lot of these teams. Just when you think that you're having a really great time in the lobby, some other team just comes in and sweeps this show away, just like we saw DT right there. O3 and Citizens not having quite a great day as they did in the first game. Now we're getting into the third game, and let's see how that goes. We do see some teams right there up in that center. The boys from Citizens Gaming, as well as the boys from Old Guard right there sitting in that center. And you can already see they have taken out one of the players from Citizens Gaming, and Bego is looking to fight it out right there. Ooh la la, my second screen. Second screen, oh, hey. While that is going on, taking a look at it from one screen while I'm trying to sort out the second screen guy. Oh no, I really want to. Citizens Gaming winning that one right there. I was trying as much as possible to get my second screen back up because I wanted to see the fights from all angles. Oh my goodness, this thing would not just let me. My Elgato capture card, Iron Crowns, we're talking about it today. Elgato capture card has been failing me for time now. I don't know what the problem is. Elgato, I don't know. But anyway, Citizens Gaming right there getting themselves 4 kills as they get pushed by the boys from Old Guards. And they do win that one. Let's turn our sights now onto Painan. See what's going down here, man. I was trying really hard to see if somehow, just somehow, I could show the entire fight. I need to go back and watch that and see what happened. Let's see, go to situated and sexy. Trying as much as possible to fight it on, but the retaliation coming in right there from 77 band. So we'll now be looking to get that revive and that heal. AJ, the last one off for Syndicate. So we'll get that those revives. Now getting a knock right there and that finish onto AJ. Right now, they may be able to turn their sights onto the boys from O3. Let's take a look at the entire map, see what's going to be going on. There was some O3 in a JP mode as they do just sprint out of that particular position right there. Was some Exo Gaming getting themselves 4 kills. I do believe Syndicate got 1 kill before they got taken out. I do believe they took out one of the players from O3. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But how does O3 have? That means another team landed. I think CLS landed there. Yeah, I think 2 players from CLS landed there. They got killed. They got killed. Alright, the boys from O3 are heading towards that zone. And they're not too far away from the boys from FST. They may be coming up against each other at any particular moment in time right now. So we'll just keep some eye on that. In the meantime, guys, do share out the stream and hit that like and hit that subscribe. Romance that subscribe right there. Romance it. Romance it. I actually want to see that fight. That did not allow me capture that fight fully, much as I wanted to. But FST now finding themselves in some trouble right there as they are right next to the boys from AFL. We got Dolos in the rest. I do believe, wait, let me switch on to Drake. I feel like Drake is the one who's those two. And the boys, they've taken out one player from AFL. See how that goes. You got Kenzie, you got Weekend. I do believe one of the players from AFL is trying to get that flank. No pain goes down to a third party coming in from the boys from O3. And now the boys from AFL are making that push right there, as you can see. Ooh. Dangerous, 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 dangerous. Now the boys from O3 might be able to come into this one right there and make that push onto that position where AFL is going to situated at. FSC gets sent out of the game right now. We're down to 11 teams and we're still just in the first zone. Several different teams now need to make their way into that zone. You can see Roach is outside that zone for some reason. I don't know what's happening with Roach. Is he AFK? Not AFK. Outside the zone. T still drinking the blue. So is upper 6 still drinking the blue. Guys love the blue. They're loving the blue. Say super weekend hurdle. Guys, we got 17 likes right here. Let's get the likes up. Let's see if we can hit 20. Come on, guys, push it up for me. Push it up. If you don't hit that subscribe, do make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that like. It's free, guys. Come on, it's free. We see the boys from TP using that board, trying to make the rotations into that zone. Alright, let's see how it's gonna go. Alright, guys, this is our second to our last game. Also, no game in hopping into the vehicle and heading into that zone. They're heading dangerously close to the boys from EXO. And let's see. Are they gonna come down? Are they gonna take on this fight? And then the rest continue to move. Continue to head into that zone. Alright, the boys from EXO rotating into that zone. They're sort of like in between two teams right about now. Take a look at it on that left-hand side. Taking a look at that map. Dangerous times for them. That zone chief about to go absolute. Who do you guys think is gonna grab this one? Who is gonna take home that winner chicken dinner? It's already going crazy as the boys from EXO lose 2 players in quick session from the boys from Unknown Soldiers. So goes and maybe get him pushed. All right, let's see how things goes. Boys from No Gaming do prioritize getting into that zone and leave Ghost. Ooh, goes from S7. On the other. Alright, so on one screen we got the boys from S7 taking on shots right there onto upper six coming in from those boats right there, and they're having a whole lot of trouble. Pop Smoke and Timmy. On the other end, we got the boys from Sidizens who might be getting into a fight right about now. Right, see how that goes. On soldiers. Now one of the boys from S7 right there, they're getting into notification right there. How it goes. Some other soldiers pushing on Slim card. Seven's trying to battle out in this one. I don't want to switch away from Citizens because it does feel like I'm going to see a fight coming in between DT and Citizens at any particular point in time. That should finish this fight now. So I can move to Citizens and DT. Dennis put it in the work right there, able to deter that one. On the right hand corner, we're seeing 11 pretty close to the boys from DT. Alright, the boys from AFL trying to hold out the boys from TP. Cyclone steroids, put it in the work right now. AFL down to just weekend. Right there, you can see the lobby coming in right there onto the boys from AFL. And AFL down to the last guy. Trying to get that res onto Insane. But the third party coming in from the players from Citizens. I make this one really difficult. Citizens holding the central position right now after taking out a couple of players right there from DT. Every single currently hurt. All these teams are incomplete. Alright. Everyone's now looking to find a way into that zone. Boys from TP have got a 3-man squad trying to head in. Get on dollars. Let's get taken down. Get sending on some shots right there onto that position where Insane is currently at. That nade coming in sends Wicked down to 1 HP and Insane sends him out of the game. Right now we're down to 8 people and Insane himself goes down. And gets sent out of the game. Citizen at central position. There are so many teams outside. Well, there are about 3 teams outside the zone using the heal strats. You got Upper 6 DG, you got TP, you got DT. Right now, it's already a Citizens game. It's all down to who gets the kill. It's pretty much is another Citizen win right here. They've got themselves 9 kills, and they've only got 2 players to worry about. The huge rats galore. Rats. Right now, gonna switch my double screen onto Emperor, solo player, and nobody. Let's see which of these solo players actually does anything, but you do see Emperor getting taken out of the game right there by Bego. Right now, it's just down to 5 teams. Exos is putting up the huge strategy right now. There were some Citizens trying to throw a nade into that position where nobody's currently situated at. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, they might actually get this one. Doesn't do any damage into nobody. Nobody has got this. Just getting taken out right there. And the boys from Citizens get home that winner chicken dinner. What a lovely fight. Nobody put up there. Taking out 2 members from Citizens, but the huge strike coming in for TP and DT as they do get themselves 2nd and 3rd consecutive. Oh man, English just failed me again. Anyways, the boys from Citizens grabbing that winner chicken dinner as we go into our 3rd game of the night. Remember to grab a drink, grab yourself some popcorn, and let's get ready for our final game of the night. Are the boys from Citizens going to continue to put in that onslaught, or are we going to see boys from O3, CLS, or the other teams come in once again with some reinforcements and grab that one? Let's take some advice from our sponsors and be right back for the last game of the night. I believe it's going to be an errand go to be spectacle. See you then. right, let's go down for our final game of the night, and you can see things are about to go absolutely crazy. Taking a look at that map, shifting all the way from Georgia Pole to was that region, just a little bit off Yasnaya. Let's see where the different teams are going to land and how it is going to flow. Right? See what's up. All right, we can see several different teams now beginning to make the move, getting and inching quite closer to each other. But some no gaming have lost one player right there. All right, guys, go. Had to go grab myself some water. Water. On this point my heart. I want to talk water. Right there. Get taken down by no pain. Does look like old guards might be pulling up onto that position. They take down easy. Beyond Might is continuing to fight it out for the team. And it's left with just Lala. Goes down. You can see that nade pulling up onto that position where Lala is at. putting it over right there. Saving his team. Keeping them in the game. All right, taking a look at that zone right now. You can see that zone heading towards that northeastern region. The boys from Citizens are already in the zone again. Always keep finding themselves in that zone. The boys from Citizens doing quite well throughout today. They've gotten themselves 2 winning chicken dinners. They've only had one bad game so far, and it was that game in Rama. Okay. I can see what you guys are doing, trying to hope that old gods, push the Citizens. I can see what you guys are doing. I can see what you guys are doing. But in the meantime, Sha, while you people are doing what they are doing and doing that team doing, please hit that like, hit that subscribe if you can. All right, let's see if we can get the likes up to 30. Look at Crown saying no, Wahala too much. The king of Wahala. Complaining about Wahala. Right, in the meantime, we're going to try and stay with the boys from TP. We're inching quite really close to another team. I do believe they're inching quite close to 03. Where Nexus and his boys. Come on. Take those shots. Ooh. Nexus sending on shots onto the boys from unknown soldiers. Things are getting really interesting right now as the boys from TP and Vibe Gaming are going at it against each other. Belzy currently has got him taken down. Now heading towards that zone. You can see how difficult it is for so many different teams to find their spots. 5 Gaming losing 1 player as they were trying to make those rotations. But now you do see the boys from EXO inching quite really close to the boys from Citizens. Citizens are ever ready for the fight, ready for the challenge. Does look like the boys from EXO do retreat. But from that position, the next one is going to determine a lot of things. But if it has been any indication on how these things do go so far, boys from Citizens are going to be so many different teams now see quite comfortably in that zone. But some upper 6 not too far away. All right, taking a look at things right now, we do see several different teams already situated within that zone. It's all down to get the next knock. See the boys from CLS and Vibe Gaming. Upper 6. I'm just gonna zoom in right here so you can see how it is. Boys from Upper 6, CLS, Vibe Gaming, EXO, they're really close to each other. TP, O3, Unknown Soldiers, Syndicates, and AFL. So right now, things are really choked in that zone. I'm gonna switch on to the boys from Upper 6. I'm gonna try to, sorry, the boys from Old Guards. Try to see if I can. Actually, got moved. Everyone's now trying to head into that zone. See the boys from Old Guards are trying to get into the zone. I'm trying to look for fights. He lost 1 player. See how it goes for them. See how it goes. I do have a good feeling about Old Guards at this game. Something about the body language and feeling like they're gonna do well. Just my thoughts. Alright, which I'm trying to use the map on the right side. Stay ahead of the fights because the next one's going to be absolutely bloody. Next zone, and you can see that zone shift right there now beginning to take teams into those dangerous points. We might see something going down between the boys from Unknown Soldiers and the boys from Old Guards. You see the boys from Unknown Soldiers up on that bridge. You can see Lala is spotting them right now. They're trying to make their decision on what to do. Upper 6 and Vibe Gaming going at each other. I'm gonna turn my sights on this other end to the boys from Upper 6. But they do take out one player from Vibe Gaming. This gets knocked down. Oh God, still making those rotations into that zone. Alright, this is where things now begin to get interesting. We might be seeing a fight coming down between the boys from Sidizens and the boys from Syndicate. Two of them beginning to let it loose as Beggo is taking on shots right there onto Sexy. Sexy trying as much as possible to leave that particular spot. They have lost one player. Sexy trying to jam one of the guys from Citizens. But not successful right there at it. He's currently being tagged right there and he goes down as well. Now down to the last player, AJ. Pretty much just trying to get out of that position, move away, and try to stay alive in this particular game. Boys from Citizens getting a couple of kills to the name right there. And now we can turn our sights onto other teams right here in the lobby. Citizens take out the last player. Or take out another player. Lobby another player from Syndicate. AJ still alive. Vibe Gaming just trying to leave that position where the boys from CLS are currently situated at. Several different teams have that zone. So it's taking on some shots onto the boys from AFL. Well, this is currently down. Not sure if the boys. AFL. You can see the shots that are loose right there. This gets going down. Right now, it's just left with Prophet. They're just waiting for the order to attack right there. Push into that position, but in the meantime, while that's happening, I'm gonna turn my sights on the other screen right down to Exo's position where they're coming up against the boys from Upper 6. As you can see, that lobby going on $2 right there. Kunai trying to get that res, but Deji's on the move into that position, and boom! He gets a knock onto another player from EXO. Right now it's all down to Clown. Holding up, sending shots onto Deji, but he's not able to get a knock right there. Right now they're on 2. Obviously the boys from Upper 6 looking quite good. And this one, they do somehow have the upper hand in this particular fight, and they do now have to push into that zone and find themselves in a sticky situation where they do have to leave one of the players, and you can see Blossom EXO. They decide to leave the boy Kunai and rotate all the way into that zone. Got the boys from Old Guard sitting quite comfortably right there next to the boys from CLS, and now the two teams have got a squabble against skirmish right next to each other. Got several different teams as well. EXO Ghost getting a knock onto one of the players from Old Guard, Lala, and taking him down to end him out of the game. Down to 12 teams right here in the lobby. Back into the lobby. Fights going on at every single corner. Gaming in a whole lot of trouble. They're down to just the one player, Iceman, who's not getting the revive right there onto Supremo. Right there, Iceman gets a knock, and Supremo gets taken out of the game. And all of a sudden, the boys from Vibe Gaming are being sent back. We also have a fight going down between the boys from TP right there and CLS. Trying to stay alive in this one. Down to 6 teams. He managed to create a barricade for themselves within that zone. Now the boys from Citizens are trying to pull up. You can see Bego. They don't like making that scout move. They're sending out shots into several different positions. The boys from Upper 6 are still trying to, as much as possible, to stay alive within this game. Bego gets gone down. So goes to work. Of course, Citizens. shots right there onto the boys from Citizens, who are now pulling up onto the position and looking to get that attack. It does look like the boys from Exo will just be leaving that one. Rushing in right there. That was fast. That was fast. Going out in 4th place. Alright, it is TPs. It's 0-3. And could this be deja vu? Yesterday, we did see the boys from 0-3 grabbing that winner chicken dinner in that final one. And rounding up the day, having some great success at last. So we're going to see the same, but they do have a stumbling block, which is the boys from TP in front of them. It's going to be a TP game. It's going to be an 0-3 game. Go down to who gets the next knock. And the knock after that. And then the one after that. And then the one after that. There might prove to be a Trojan horse for the boys from 0-3, as he might be able to take out one of the players from TP and enable them in this particular game, grab the winner chicken dinner. Shot goes down. And Magic goes down as well. Down to Nexus. DP. Down to 2 players as well. Sin and Roy. He's just trying to get those revives. Trying to get things back up. Gary's got in a knock onto steroids. And got that finish. Nexus with his nade takes down. Oh, and right now, all of a sudden, we're about to have that deja vu that we did speak about. And it's now down to the last guy from TP, down to Roy. And it's pretty much an 0-3 game, and we're about to see deja vu. They're putting up onto Roy. And there we do have it. It is an 0-3 win. And just like yesterday, the boys from 0-3 grabbing in that final win. 8 kills right there. 0-3 remaining consistent and putting in the work. Getting themselves that winner chicken dinner. Lovely game all through from every single side of the divide. Putting up a show in this super weekend. It was a great one. We'll be coming right back with some more action throughout the entire week. I do believe it's MK who will be taking you guys through all of that action right there. But for now, it is bye-bye from me, Actfire. It was a lovely day. By the way, today was my birthday. It was a great one. And I'll catch you guys next week, okay? Or Enigma will catch you guys next week. All right? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys. Till then, it's bye-bye from me and Carbon.